We are running a cold range today. That means whatever you brought stays unloaded unless you're under the direct supervision of a safety officer. So let me go through the basics here of how things work. First thing we want to do is remember the 4 rules of gun safety. The gun is always loaded. That's the assumption. Treat it like it's loaded even when it isn't. That translates into the muzzle direction. Muzzle in a safe direction at all times. We're using long arms today. Muzzle is down or it's down range. That's it. Finger stays off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Safety officers will be looking for this. When you're standing at the ready, trigger finger along the frame of the rifle. Keep it out of the trigger guard. And remember your backstop. Backstop that way. That's the only safe direction we've got to shoot. Now, as part of the cold range, we do have a safety area set up over there in the pistol bay. You'll see a yellow sign that says safe area. What this is for, if you need to arrange slings, adjust something, or somehow work on your rifle, you do it there. But no ammunition is allowed in the safe area. Magazines and the like can be loaded anywhere and handled except in the safe area. Outside of the safe area, the rifle will stay unloaded and either have a chamber flag in it if you're carrying it, muzzle down, or it stays in the case. So if you've got it cased, leave it in the case, bring it to the firing line in a case, and then under the safety officer's direction, you can uncase and make ready. We also require, and I know it's the obvious, eye protection and hearing protection. Both are available down at the sign-in table. Okay, we do, if you don't have a chamber flag, we do have some here. They're $3 a piece. When you're setting up at the firing line, you want to wait for the safety officer. They'll tell you what to do. And today, this competition is not a race. Take your time. Accidents generally happen when people try to hurry. I shoot a lot of IDPA, and this is against the clock. Trust me, I've seen all the wrong ways to do things. So there's no need today. Take your time, have fun. That's what we're here for. And anybody, and I mean anybody, can call cease fire. If you see something happening on the range that's unsafe and everyone needs to stop shooting, yell out, cease fire, stop. Anyone can say that. An example would be someone climbs to the top of the berm and appears there. God knows why they do it, but that kind of thing, you can stop the action. If there is an accident, let someone know. Trip and fall, there's a heart attack, whatever. Let one of the range officers, let me know, or let one of the match directors know. We do have an AED and a first aid kit right there. And as many of you have already figured out, we've got facilities here, real porcelain. That's probably one of the best parts of this range. Before we get to the question part, let me just go through the course of fire real quick. It's very simple. For those of you that haven't competed, by all means feel free to ask your safety officers any questions. Like I said, we're not in a hurry here today. Okay, so it starts with you move to the firing line. We've got a roof set up over here. The front row of posts is the firing line, and there are 8 stations to shoot at. For today, I think we're going to just keep spectators out from under the roof to keep it simple. Thank you, Mark, for that suggestion. We just want to keep this as safe as possible. So there are 2 stages to this. The first 4 targets are at 50 yards. So each shooter is going to shoot 15 rounds at the 50-yard target, and then when they're done there, move over to the 100-yard and shoot 15 rounds there. Or you might start on the 100-yard side and go back to the other way.
5 in each position, right?
Yep, getting to that. So you'll start with, it is loosely timed. You'll have about 3 minutes preparation period where the safety officer will tell you, preparation period starts now. That's where you can unzip your case, take the rifle out, check the action, arrange the ammunition the way you want at your firing position. Then you'll get the command, when that's done, to let you know the command to load. Range is going hot, and you'll actually load your first round, and you'll be starting in the standing position. So you're loaded and ready in the standing position on the command fire. From that point on, you have 5 minutes. That should be plenty of time. So starting there, 5 rounds onto the target from the standing position. Then safety on, move to either a kneeling or sitting position, your choice, 5 more rounds. Then safety on, move to a prone position, your last 5 rounds. And then when you're done, you'll unload and show clear. Best to lock the action open, take the magazine out if you've got one, so the safety officer can see. When everyone's done shooting, then they'll call a ceasefire. Or the 5 minutes is up, we'll call a ceasefire. After that, everyone unloads and shows clear. And once the rifles are made safe, either put in the rack or back in the case, then the safety officer will call out that the line is safe. We can go down, score the targets. When you get up to the firing line, you'll give your score sheet to the safety officer so they can score you when you get up there. They'll collect that. You know, feel free to go up and help tape targets. We have tape and pasters to plug the holes. We'll get a little bit of life out of these, and then we'll put up new ones as we need. Then, when you're all done shooting, you've shot both stages, case the rifle, put it back in your vehicle, please. For those of you that may not have heard, there is a mistake on the score sheet. Where it says action, it just says semi-auto. The second circle is supposed to say bolt action, manual, lever action. So we've got basically 12 categories based on these. So just to make sure you've got an accurate description of what you're shooting today. Also, if you want the scores sent to you afterwards, please put your email address on the score sheet. Okay, so that's the basics. Oh, and one last tidbit. The target today is a hybrid target. It will work lovely. What you've got is a bullseye in the middle of a large rectangle. The bullseye is the thing you want to aim at. So the bullseye target is scored normally as any bullseye target, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The 5 ring actually extends all the way out to the edges. So the edges of the large piece count for, those are 5 apiece. So just so you know, when you go out there and look at it, you're not scratching your heads going, what is that? We're going to go with tombstone targets, but we came up with these. These will be just fine. So relax, take your time, be safe. Have fun, and are there any questions? Well, yeah, we'll reiterate, when you're done shooting, the rifle is empty and secure. There is no handling of anything on the range when there are people downrange. It goes in the rack, goes in the case, stays there. You had a question?
Slings. Slings are okay to use in any position?
Slings are okay to use in any position. The only thing we won't be using is bipods. So it's supposed to be true riflery. But oh yeah, real riflemen use a sling.
It's not really a question, it's just adding. If anybody does borrow a pair of safety glasses, if you could please return them, that'd be awesome. Because
Otherwise, he'll hunt you down.
I will. I'll hunt you down and I'll throw a squirt gun bomb.
You could get out.
Water balloons.
All right, any more questions?
Well,
Yes.
younger shooters, I can be there with them, right?
Yes, in fact, for underage shooters, that would be 16 and under, a parent or guardian should be right there with them. That is just fine.
Right.
And we certainly encourage that because, I'm sure you're well aware, young people love doing this.
Well, I just not shot them, I ain't shot in all three positions. So.
All right, well, this is a good time to find out. It's a lot of fun. It's different. And the main thing is, let's be safe. And we'll have fun, and it's not raining. You can't ask for more than this.
Ice cream? Yeah. Later. Columbus milkshakes.
All right, is everyone good? All right, get out there and make some noise. I want to hear noise.